the inside. So this is, I swear, you give me a chance to be skinny again. Give her a hug and tell her sorry. And my target audience is for like-minded women. So if you're doing any type of witchcraft and stuff like that, this channel is not for you. Hey girl, so I'm just gonna let you know my door is open. The kids are in their room playing, so y'all are gonna hear them in the background. Y'all may or may not hear them, I don't know. But maybe by the time I edit this video, I can tell if y'all can hear them or not. But I'm just letting y'all know. But y'all know I'm a mom, right? So, girl, first things first, I'm getting ready. So in my last video that I posted on Tuesday, I had my hat on. We had been at the park. So that was another reason. The second reason is that I have another hat on is because, what's going on? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, that's my husband. But the second, today, I have it on because we're about to work out. And I just honestly just, it's not even slicked back, but my hair is just in a rubber band. And so we're about to work out together. But, by the way, just letting y'all know that I want to do a series on the channel. So we're going to be honoring God with our bodies. And I've actually mentioned this a couple of years back. And I actually did a whole video on it. But I think there's just so much stuff that he's teaching me and that I'm learning. And I'm going to let y'all know firsthand. I have been struggling with food. And to the point where I'm not just, okay, I'm trying to think that I'm just eating like that. But I told y'all before, I have a heart. Sometimes I just want convenience, if that makes sense. So it's just like the convenience, but I realize it does more harm where it may taste a little at the time, but you have to pay for it. And I'm paying for it because I got 20 pounds. Now, I will say that I think a lot of my weight did come from a few things. I think it came from, I had the implant in my arm, which you can't even see anymore, but I had an implant in my arm after I gave birth to Noah. And I felt so on top of my physical body, how I was responding to it, but I just felt, I had an unease about it. And so fast forward, I was on it for 6 months and I just couldn't shake. So sorry about that. But I feel like it came from the implant. Then I think it came from just being, just really kind of going through life. That's what I'm going to say. Dealing with potty training at the time, getting up, barely getting sleep. So there was the convenience of eating the bad food, not getting a lot of sleep. I was inconsistent with working out because I was tired. And that is why I want to start this series, because to be honest, y'all, a lot of our issues that we don't realize, micro stuff, that's like, it actually plays a huge part in why either we're not doing something and all that stuff. And one thing I will say real quick is that God taught me this, right? So one morning I struggled with getting up and I was just I tried to read my Bible, y'all, and I just, like my brain, I just had this brain fog. I don't know. And the crazy thing is, my grandma always told me this, if you can't say nothing else, just say, Lord, help me. And I was just like, Lord, help me. I'm not focusing right now. And I was just being straight up, just like that. And in that moment, it was just like the Lord gave me the thought, because I'm not going to lie. I would never be the person to say he said something, he didn't say it. I will say the thought definitely dropped in. It came to my mind. And the thought that I had was like, the reason why I can't focus is because I didn't get enough sleep and I've been eating crappy. So those two things in itself takes a huge toll on you. If you don't get enough sleep, then you're not going to be able to be focused and alert and rested in the morning time. So that's like something that you also...
Noah broke it.
Okay, tell Noah... Hold on, y'all. What is the reason? Why did you break her toy?
The back was broken too.
So you just went on and broke it? Why couldn't you have just told Naomi, hey, your toy is broken? Would you like for her to do that to your toys? So let's keep something in mind. We treat others the way that we want to be treated. You need to apologize to her for doing that. Apologize.
No,
He's apologizing. So now you're going to have some little extra chores. So that way you can buy Naomi another stuffy. So we're going to have to wipe a couple of tables. We're going to do some chores, and we need to work to be able to buy Naomi another stuffy because that's not nice. Give her a hug and tell her sorry. So moving forward, how do we need to treat others? We need to be kind. Go in your room and go play. So I don't even know where I was at, but I will say, anyways, y'all see what I'm talking about? So I just think it was just a lot going on in a nutshell. So I'm about to do this workout though real quick. I feel like I've talked enough to y'all already. I'm like, girl, get to the point. So I am about to do this workout. So again, that's why I want to do this series on the channel too, along with other things. So it's just going to be a part of the videos that I post. But I do want to start a little series because, again, that plays a huge part in it. I couldn't figure out why. And it was just like, well, you're eating bad. You're not getting enough sleep. That's why. That's a huge part of it, why you can't focus while you're reading. And a lot of times we want to just point it on, oh, well, it's the enemy, it's the enemy. But it's like, let's do a little heart check first. What's really going on? Analyze what you've been doing and look at yourself first before you point outward. Because yes, I'm not saying that it's not those things, but a lot of times it is the things that we are doing to ourselves. So to get this weight off of me, I've been being consistent with working out, but the food we working on. So little by little, we're focusing on progression and not perfection. Lord, I swear you give me a chance to be skinny again. Okay, girls, so I'm finally done with the workout. There was some disruption along the way. My mom ended up calling, so I talked to my mom for a little bit, and then I had to start getting the kids situated. But anyways, so this is the planner that I'm using for my workouts. So honestly, I'm using this, or how I've been using it. So I will say this is how it looks. So if you know what this is, then you know what this is. But this is, let me see. And then this is the inside. So this is a little clear pocket. And I typically keep the kids a little pass. So whenever they're going, because I do carry this with me in my gym bag. And then while I'm sitting there on the ground and I'm doing my stretches or something like that, then I update it there to stay consistent with my planner. And then whenever they go to the kids zone, this is what they use to punch their card. And so I've been tracking, I don't track my steps because that's what I have my watch for. So I don't double plan. So I typically just do whether I went to the gym, whether I was at home, how long I was at the gym. And then when I go into my weeks, oh, here it goes. I also put my goals for that specific month. So I put that off on the side, what my goals are. And then also I'll pre-put any days that I'll have something going on. Say for our anniversary that we just had in May, I put that I wasn't going to be working out, so that way I knew how to structure my workouts those days. And then during the week, I just fill it out how it's supposed to be filled out. So today, priority, food log, exercise. So I just keep up with those and do it like that. So let's see. So far, so good. I've been keeping up with that. And then this here is for my notes. So I just keep notes in here. I just decorated it all on the inside, y'all. But it's old, so it is old, but I need to get some more of this filler paper because I do keep up with my food more in depth right here. And then I do use this for a little reference sheet. So that way I know that if I see anything like on TikTok, and instead of saving and using up all my storage, I'll just take notes and write it down in here. And I need to actually update this because there's a couple of videos that I've watched that I want to put off in here. And then I actually want to start putting some little meal ideas off in here too. So I'm going to make a section for that so that way I can just always refer to it and just, because y'all, my phone is always dying. I'm not going to lie to you. So that's how I am doing things for right now and how I plan on being consistent. So this one, let me show y'all up close. So this one, it has food and supplements affecting skin. So I am trying to clear my skin up. I know a lot of my problem is honestly the food. So I am doing my best. And then I have substitutes and then supplements that I can take, or that are really the ones that I need to focus on at least. And then I have some daily habits. And this is actually old. So I said I need to update this. And then some workout that, give me a second. Y'all see, mother duty, it calls. So we will revisit this. And that way I can show y'all some of the pages in depth in the next video for our next. Because y'all, I told y'all, this is a series. So look forward to these videos because this is to motivate us to keep going, holding each other accountable, holding myself accountable. So y'all know that I'm actually doing it and not just talking about it, not just telling y'all, oh, we need to honor God with our bodies. No, she's really doing this, and this is where I'm at today. And so that way we know I'm putting in the work when y'all start seeing the progress. So I feel good. I'm about to eat my last meal. I'm actually a little bit behind. So I'm about to eat my last meal, which is my bedtime little snack. That is just like yogurt, blueberries, honey, and chia seeds and all that good stuff. So eventually I'll start showing y'all like, and then maybe I'll include it into the next video. I don't know. I'll figure that out in the next one. I don't want to make no promises, y'all. But we'll start, if you're interested in how I'm eating, because I do, like I said, I've been struggling with the food. So I'm trying to get that down packed as far as being consistent with actually eating my meals and not going to go eat out in convenience. Not prepping my bowls, because the food is already cooked, but I just need to prep my bowls. And that sounds really lazy, don't it? So that, and I'm just keeping it real because I struggle too. And I want other women that if you have struggled with food or you're struggling with food, know that you're not alone and that we're going to work through this together. Some kind of way with the grace of God, y'all. So let me see. What else can we talk about real quick? And then let me go. I'm going to go tend to the kids, y'all. But I will say this. Oh, my girl. Yes. So I wanted to respond in the video. My girl, let me see. I was trying to look for the comment. Yeah, so my girl Tricia. So she put in the comment, she was like, how are you handling the kids being in school? I know that prayer life is really strong now. I can't wait for the new content. And whenever you need a break, take it. No apologies needed. So thank you, girl. So shout out to you. Thank you for saying that, honestly, because I think a lot of times I also try to be mindful of y'all because I don't want y'all to think I take y'all for granted either. I don't take y'all for granted at all. It's just like, I don't have an outside village. So it's just honestly me. And it always have been just like me and my husband raising our children, but we don't have no outside village. So I just don't want to raise our babies the same way that, no shade or nothing like that, but the same way that my mom raised us, and she didn't have a choice. But because I necessarily have a choice, I would say it like that, I don't want to do the same thing. She had to be at work and not be fully present all the time. And so I want to do something a little different. I just needed support. They needed me so much, y'all. Like, it was a little tornado going on around here. So, but now to answer her question, yes, I was on call 24/7 while she was in school. And y'all, to be honest, I'm feeling a lot better. Mentally, I'm getting in a better space. My brain is not so fogged and fatigued because of decision making, to be honest, and even going a little further. I'll put y'all in my business a little bit. But Naomi was having some little tantrums. And so we had to really work with her with regulating her emotions, and still from time to time, we still have to deal with that from time to time. But by her being in school, and then Noah's getting ready to start school this fall, so I'm being able to breathe now. It feels a lot more lighter, I'd say. And the reason why I say it like that, because I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying wrong, but the reason why I'm saying it like that is because it being separate. So it's not always just in mommy mode all the time.
Mommy, you give me some water?
Yes, can you talk to my friends? I'm recording my YouTube video. Let me talk to them real quick. I'm about to end the video. The prayer life let me tell y'all something. I know the Lord was hard. I was going to the Lord about the tantrums, but it was actually teaching me a lot of stuff. But to just end the video because she's gonna keep. But I had to go to him about, I'm talking about the most smallest things. I'm talking about everything. So it has taught me a lot, especially being a first-time mom of 2. I didn't have any kids prior to her, so everything is still all fresh and all new to me. And so I just had to go to him about every little single thing. And no lie, it's some prayers from 2-3 years ago, y'all, concerning Naomi is still on my wall. I just never took down, but he has answered a lot of prayers. Some stuff I've learned that it ain't even just about Naomi. It's even about myself, and it's teaching me stuff about myself. It's developing me as a wife, as a mother, as a woman. So it's just, it's still beautiful at the same time. And then, yes, with the new content, like I said, I know I normally do the white dry erase boards and stuff like that, but I just feel like even myself, I'm in the stage of show me. Like I told y'all right here, it says practice what you post. On my wall, practice what you post. So it says practice what you post. And I don't want to be, oh, sorry, y'all. Am I in frame? Hold on. Okay. But I don't want to just be teaching y'all and sometimes show me, let's do this together. And that's just what this is about. And I don't want women that are single to feel like, oh, well, I'm a married woman, so it still will be relatable. Trust me. Listen, it still will be relatable. But if you have to go, I understand. But it's not going to be just geared towards married women or just moms. But I am a wife and a mom. But it's also more focusing on us as Christian women. Now, I will say my content will be different because I know that sometimes some people aren't Christians, some people, but I will say my content is for Christian women. It is. So if you dabbling in other things that are worldly, I'm gonna just be bold to say this channel is not for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. This channel is not for you. If you are playing with the enemy, this channel is not for you. I'm just gonna be bold and say that because I had to learn my lesson. Absolutely not. This channel is not for you. So I'm just letting that be known right now. Now, of course, if we have say you're interested in becoming a Christian, stuff like that. But I'm just saying, but if you're playing with the enemy, if you are doing anything that is wicked, this channel is not for you. I'm just letting y'all know that. So this is not about nothing else outside of that. If you don't love the Lord, this channel is not for you. And I'm okay with it because I've learned a lot through the years, and I feel like we're just in that time where you have to be bold and say those things, and I want to make sure that I'm very clear about that moving forward. But again, my videos, I'm still going to be having my prayer journals off in my videos. It's just going to be a lot going on. But it's going to be beautiful at the same time because again, this is more so if we're doing this together. I don't want to be with the whiteboard anymore. So if you were here for that, if that's just not the season that God wants me in, and I know that, we have to walk it out. This is not I'm just going to sit here and be a little teachy. We're going to be getting taught, but we're going to be walking it out because it's just time to stop playing. And I loved all the prayer journals and stuff like that, y'all. And I know this was a fitness video, but I loved all the prayer journals and stuff like that. But it just comes to a point where we got to be able to make sure that we are walking the talk. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So anyways, let me go tend to our babies. And I love y'all so much. I know that this was but I had to get that out. And it actually feel really good to say that. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, I have to always remember this is my channel. As far as not in a boastful way. I'm saying, so it's not like this channel is ran by a company. Y'all get what I'm saying? I can say that, and that's okay. And everybody's channel is not for everybody. And my target audience is for like-minded women. So if you're doing any type of witchcraft and stuff like that, this channel is not for you. You can actually leave. So I love y'all so much. So look forward to this series, us doing more videos of just making sure we stay on top of our health and fitness, y'all. And I love y'all. And don't forget to pray, plan, and produce. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Good night, girl.